Hey guys, this is T-Man J24TJ here, bringing another Diecast review. This first thing you notice is I'm not at my usual Diecast reviewing desk. I actually have the box with this one. The box with the 1/24 scale car. I do have the boxes with, if you've watched my previous 1/24 scale videos, I never reviewed the box. That's because once I got those two diecasts, I kind of just put the boxes up in a tote somewhere in the basement, and I'm not going to look for them. So the cars I have the boxes for that are in my room, I'll do those. But as far as cars that are sitting somewhere and the box is somewhere else, I'm not going to try and find the box to do a review on it. Also, I figured I need to start putting my own personal opinion of the diecast itself into the review instead of just going over, oh, here's the front, here's the sponsors. That's it. Yeah, so I want to start giving diecast a little of a rating system. I'm going to rate them on a diecast quality and just in general what I think of the paint scheme on the race car. Diecast quality, if it has any, like if the sponsors are sideways, if they don't line up correctly, if there's a chip in the paint, if there's any defects at all on the car, that will take points off for the for the rating of the diecast quality. And paint scheme, it's just what I think of what the paint scheme looks like, what the car actually looks like. I'm not going to judge based on how, like if I do a review on a raced version, I'm not going to lower the points if the car's not raced, because if it doesn't have as much raced stuff on it as would a car. Say I reviewed a car at Atlanta and it doesn't have as much raced, as much damage and dents and stuff as a car at Bristol does, I'm not taking out points because I can't blame the track on not producing a raced version that has actual raced quality to it. I can't. I feel like I can't take out points for that. But anyway, on to today's diecast review. Today's review is going to be on Richard Petty's 1957 Oldsmobile Convertible that he drove in what was NASCAR Convertible Division. I think it ran for about 6 seasons before they pulled the plug on it. I'd figure it'd be obvious as to why they decided to pull the plug on this. It's mind-boggling that they actually raced convertibles at 160 miles an hour. Let's go over the box here. We got 43, Richard Petty's signature. Richard Petty, 1957 Oldsmobile Convertible. Picture of the car and a picture of Richard Petty. Of course, the flashes. There we go. There he is. The keen, looking very keen-like. Limited edition, Petty Enterprises. Style box here we got 1 of 10,002. Richard Petty, 43. Petty Enterprises, 1957 Oldsmobile Convertible. Limited edition, opening hood, detailed engine with spark plug wires, 1/24 scale diecast metal. 1957 Oldsmobile Convertible. AMCO, gray rock brake linings, perfect circle, and equipped with champion spark plugs. Richard Petty, number 43. And 1957 Oldsmobile Convertible, limited edition, opening hood, and all that stuff was pretty much on the other side. Let's get on to the diecast itself. Very nice car, actually. I really like this car. So here it is in all of its glory. Richard Petty's 1957 Oldsmobile Convertible. We'll start you off from the front here. Got the convertible front end right here. Let's take a look at the engine detail. Not much really here. Honestly, nothing on the hood. 1957. Goes the hood down there. 43 on the hood. Yeah. 277 horsepower. That's a rocket right there. AMCO, gray rock, brake linings, something corporation. I can't really tell. Plymouth, powered by Pure, champion spark plugs, perfect circle, Richard Petty, Squirrel Jr., 43. Gabrielle shock absorbers, I think that's what it says. NASCAR race car, airlift. Take a look at the back here. Lee Petty Engineering, Randleman, North Carolina. 43 there on the trunk. And 43 again. Take a look at the interior here and actually get a pretty good look at it here. Got your steering wheel, your gear shift. Not much interior detail. rearview mirror right there. Got your, I think it might be a fire extinguisher. I don't know. You got your seat right there. Yeah, that's a fire extinguisher. Remember back in the heyday, NASCAR put fire extinguishers in all the cars. I don't know how safe an idea that was, but better than nothing, I guess, was their motto with that. Go down to the other side here. We got airlift, NASCAR race car, Gabrielle, shock absorbers. Is that what I said earlier was? Yeah. 43, Richard Petty, Squirrel Jr. Squirrel Jr. was, I guess, Richard Petty's nickname. I think his dad, Lee Petty, was just Squirrel Sr., maybe. I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong. I don't know. I haven't done much research on Richard Petty's nicknames. Got your, I guess these would be contingency sponsors. Considering they're at the front. Or the early edition of contingency sponsors. Take a look at the bottom here. Plastic chassis. Not really much going on. Racing Champions is right there. It has a DIN number. Sort of. 5,485 of 10,002. It's about halfway down the production run. Well, a little bit more than halfway down the production run. Weird thing about this, the wheels move by themselves. See, I'm moving that wheel and that one's not doing anything. Same thing with the front also. So, there it is. 1957 convertible. But my review, my scale on which I'm going to review this car, diecast quality, I have to give it a 7 because of the fact it's a plastic chassis. It's a plastic chassis with, I mean, the wheels don't move. I mean, they move, but you move one of them and the other one doesn't. The plastic chassis takes off points from it. I mean, I feel like it's Richard Petty. It's a convertible diecast. I feel like you could at least give it a metal chassis or something. I mean, $65 for this car is, I thought it was a very steep price. I mean, I didn't know it was going to come with a plastic chassis either, or the wheels. And the wheels are also made pretty cheap. The tires on and aren't made all that well either. And the front bumper is plastic. The rear bumper is plastic. It's just, I feel like they could have done a little bit more to bring up the quality of the car. Paint scheme wise, it's a 10. I mean, it's Petty blue. It's Richard Petty's signature color on this car. It's pure blue. There's no real honest paint scheme to it. Unless you count like little purple line going down there. It's still not much of a paint scheme, but I mean, I got to give it the 10 out of 10 just because, I mean, it's Petty blue. It's his signature color. It's what he ran on all of his race cars. Once STP got in, he mixed it with, you know, the Petty blue and the orange, and it still looked really good. Petty always drove some fantastic looking diecasts. I mean, if you're Richard, I recommend this car to, maybe if you're a Richard Petty fan, or you like, you know, old style cars, you collect diecasts or convertibles or something like that, and, you know, I'd recommend picking it up. Maybe you can find it for a cheaper deal than what I did, but anyway, that's about it for this review, guys. Sums it up. I'll see you next time. Remember to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe.